Hello everyone, I'm High Trees and welcome back to Let's Play The Long Drive. We are just over 3,000k out, which means we're over 60% of the way there. Like, probably. We could be slightly under, the road length does vary a bit. Plus, you know, you do get things added on the distance for going off the road, and I think it adds on when you're walking around, to be honest. And, you know, we do wander about at buildings, so that's going to add up. I don't do it as much as other people, it seems. Because I don't stop at buildings that I know I have nothing in them. Like I say, I think I'm like maybe the boring serious man when it comes to playing this. I've forgotten I put my steering wheel on. It's like my strap-on, but for my desk, and it's a wheel instead of a knob. There we go. Is that going to interfere with my keyboard? I think it'll just miss. I put a second keyboard on my desk because I got sick of leaning over to use the other machine. So yeah. Well, that's alright. We'll just do that now. You know, I don't think we're in any real hurry, are we? Did I realise I just dumped you in the desert? You poor fuckers. But, when did we lose that mirror? When did we lose that mirror? We lost all the mirrors. Oh, shit. Yeah, we were on about car switching, weren't we? Well, you know what? I think we just found those missing parts for this car. Yeah, we'll steal them off the trailer, and we'll steal our mirrors off the... I mean, this car's in really good condition. I ain't gonna take it, because it's a fucking Dacia, and I ain't stupid. I know what'll happen if we take that. We'll die, so, yeah. Sorry, Dacia. You're nothing but a parts wagon to me. Yeah, so we're walking around like this, like... Keep in mind the lamppost distance is 100 metres. You can see how you could add a half kilometre or something. Oh, it's like a fucking rolling Satsuma. Could I get the fucking cleaning product for those? I'm probably going to need that for my next car. You know what? Let's just leave them. Right, something moved. I'm sure something moved. Bastards. Let's just brush the dart off that a bit. I'm going to rub it for good luck. Let's just rub one out. There we go. Give me luck, lamp. No, I'm not taking a Dacia. No way. Didn't we switch from one of those to get... No, we had the Skoda in between, didn't we? In any case, I would love to be switching car, but as I say, we're holding out for a 601 or a 2105, so that's what we're going to do. And you know, yeah, sure, we can switch to that temporarily, but why would I want to switch to a shit car temporarily? Okay, we'll say we started at 755. So that means minimum is 805 if we're still in this car. I've got a feeling we will be. I've got a feeling this will be the first car we reach 1,000k with it. So I don't know how many parts we've had this car, but we must have had it a long time. At least 10 parts, I would say, at this stage. Twice as long. I like to keep them for 5 on average. Again, I can't fault these VAZ 2100 cars. They do deliver, they get the job done. I've really... Oh no. I've really changed my tune about them since starting this playthrough. Did anything break off? I don't see anything broken. I have no idea what just happened. I think the physics system just... I'm missing my fucking lid to my glove compartment. No, we don't need that. It's more convenient now. We can just reach in there. Give it a reach around, you know. It's been too hot today. It's been like... too hot. I don't know the exact temperature, just above body temperature. And I always consider that to be dangerous. It makes me feel ill. And it's going to be just as bad tomorrow and apparently twice as worse on fucking Friday. I hate how they fucking plasticised everything on the house. Like, I can't fit a window air conditioner. Well, you know, there's no way like that the house would be able to stand having that weight hanging off it. I mean, they're fucking expensive, but I would, like, you know, find some way of paying to have one fitted. I would do it. As it is, there's no I can do. So that means basically sit around naked, keep spraying water on myself and making sure there's like a draft of some kind that makes the water evaporate. The only problem with doing that is it makes the air extremely humid. I wondered what that was then. It's a truck. I thought it was like a caravan or something. I think there's a mod that adds those. Do I need anything? Probably not. Maybe oil. We're not supposed to be keeping this car for very long now, so... As soon as I find one of them other vehicles, I will take it if possible. I would like to be able to tow cars. I think it should be janky, you know, to just stop the player hoarding cars. Like, you know, it should just be wildly out of control if you drive past, say, 80 kilometres an hour or something. But I think you should be able to do it. Like, they have these metal rod things. I've seen that. It's the AA men used to use them. And it went, like, from the tow hook on his van, like, not the tow ball, the tow hook. It went from that to the tow hook on the front of your car. And so you didn't have to steer or anything, like, when he was using that. I've seen systems where they actually do connect to the running gear of the car that's in tow, but you know, the car really has to be designed to take that from the start. But yeah, you know, just giving us a metal rod like that goes to tow hooks, like, you know, surely you can add a tow hook to the cars. Then that would be neat. Even if it did just go on the tow ball of one to a tow hook on the other, you know, like I say, it wouldn't matter if the car was misaligned. Like, it would be fine. Like I say, I think it should be janky. I don't think we should have a player, you know, put in a chain of 10 cars and stick in the big V8 in the fucking driving car and just never running out of cars or like anything. You know, that would be a bit shit. So I think it should be janky, but it is a capability I would like to see in the game. Alright, both pedals then. We got it. Because then, if you found another car and just didn't have the resources to get going, you know, you would be able to tow it just very slowly to get the resources to run it. As it is, you know, if we find a Trabant, my worry is like oil and stuff. If we find one, I guess we can steal the oil from my engine, but I don't really want it. I feel bad, like, you know, stopping the car that I've liked. Like, when it's a car that I've generally liked. I am getting bored of this one now. Like, there's nothing I can do. If the game doesn't give me cars to drive, I can't drive them. I have to stick in this one, because it's the only one we're seeing. We're probably the only car in the world past this point or something. I dread to think how bad this is going to be, like, at 4,500k. Which is only 1,500k away from where we are now. Technically less, actually. Yeah, we've done about 15k's already, so... For a moment there I thought I'd been driving the wrong way. I haven't. Yeah, it almost does feel like this could get a bit mountainous though. This car doesn't seem to like him. It's heavier than the 2101, I'm sure. I mean, it almost sounds like a fucking diesel. There's a lot of road back there. There's more road behind us than there is in front of us now. Well, as of, like what? Part 46, I think. We're on part 54. We're almost 10 parts away from there now. It's going to be driving in third person. It makes it a lot harder to see the rocks. Yeah, just stop to check the oil and stuff, I guess. There might be some here. Oh shit! I'm really glad we did that. So I do worry about the fuel situation when we're driving home. If the items don't double up, then we're potentially causing ourselves a lot of trouble every time we use this stuff. I don't think there's any more there, is there? It don't look like it. Sometimes you get stuff in there. I ain't seen that in a long time. I think it's not really a thing anymore, or else it's gotten uncommon. And I'm just not taking this, because like I say, they don't even go up most of the hills. The other thing is I keep leaving trash on the road. And if we hit that stuff at speed, I mean, look at this. This is downhill. So what I want you to do is memorise this location, like facing this way. And if we crash into that shit on the way back, and you're still here when we get to that point, say I told you so in the comments. I don't like doing that sort of thing, like, you know. But nah, we'll make an exception for this one, because I think that would be kind of funny. Just like, you know, I told you so. Because I'll probably forget, so if someone else remembers, you know, I'll be really confused. I would think, like, what do you mean you told me so? And then I'll doubly feel like an idiot because I left shit in the road and forgot I'd done it and forgot I'd asked people to tell me I'd done it. Or tell me they told me I did it, for fuck's sake. I can lose a lot out of this this fucking playthrough. You know, I could lose CDs. I could feel like an idiot multiple times. I mean, I probably am an idiot, but that's not the point. That doesn't mean I want to feel like one. You know, always surround yourself with people who are stupider than you and then you can feel smart. I don't really like being around people who aren't very smart. That sounds cruel, but they just irritate me. I can't be doing with it. It's just inane crap. I quite like being around people who are smarter than me because I might learn something from them. You know, it's like, alright, shit. You know, this guy knows way more than I do. This lady knows way more than I do. Oh, that's really fucking cool. You know, I'm going to listen to these people. You know, I might be able to learn some stuff I didn't know here about this thing. I think I said this about elderly people before, you know, like how elderly people are real neat to talk to because they've got decades and decades more experience on the planet than you do. So, you know, sometimes you don't get it right away, the things that they say, you know, like, what the fuck do they mean by that? Like, it doesn't work that way. And then it can be years later where they'll just randomly remember, like, a conversation you had with them, and it's like, oh, it makes sense now, you know? It all makes sense. They were right. Car's going to keep moving because the brakes suck. So we know the engine cools down even though it's clearly still running. We could even hear it there, and yet it goes back to the cold temperature. I wonder if that affects the performance any. We know when it gets too hot it slows down, but I wonder if it's like more sluggish when it's too cold. I can't say I've ever noticed that, but yeah, maybe it does. Because, you know, realistically, getting a cold engine and just flooring it is not really good for it. Like, there's different types of metals in there, and they expand at different rates, and they end up scoring up the cylinder and shit. Now it's just a trailer. Oh well, we'll keep driving then. Nothing hiding. No, nothing. If that's a Mesa, it's no use to me. Fucking Moo Mesa fucking bullshit. want to go there. I want a fucking building with cars. I'm not seeing buildings, like if I see a building out there that's likely to spawn a car, I will go to it. That's a gas station. Now you see those don't tend to spawn cars. It's disappeared behind this this fucking ground boob, whatever the fuck they call these, I can't remember, but like maybe it's just far enough off that it might spawn a car. Like I say, we found they were a bit more likely to. Ah, there you go. You see, it seems as soon as you get away from the road, you start seeing them again. Problem is, it's a bus. I don't want to drive a bus because, you know, now we're in mountain territories. Yeah, there's no diesel in there anyway, so we've just caused a vehicle to exist solely so we can drive away from it and never use it. I almost feel bad. This bus has like existed for mere seconds, only to be disregarded. The truck and the bus have a larger round headlight. Like, we know there's round and squares, but there's actually two sizes of round ones and three types, because the VW ones are actually different. They use a different texture. Both when lit and unlit. Like when you don't have the fog lights on, they have a little sort of ring on them. They work just the same, so it doesn't really matter which you have, and you can even stick the truck ones in the cars or the car ones in the truck, I think. I know it works the fast way around anyway. And the performance is just the same on all of them, I think. I've never noticed any difference. The Dacia's grill thing with the lights you can actually stick on as a bumper on any car just about if you want more lights. So you can stick it on the back, I guess, so it might be alright if you want lights coming out the back. Me personally, I don't really car, so you know, I'm going to bother doing that sort of shit. See, I don't like this because I can't see how fast I'm going. I have to use the lamppost, and I'm losing control because I don't have that feedback. I just don't get how people can drive in that mode. And there'll be some poor sod hating every second of this because it's in first person and not in third person. Like, they're seeing it from the driver's seat and they're like, oh no, I don't like driving like that. If you're one of those people, how do you manage in real life? Like, do you drive a car and does it bother you that you're actually looking from inside the car? Do you think you'd be able to drive better if you were behind the car? Or is that different to you somehow? I don't know. I mean, driving in a game is definitely different to driving in real life, but it's obviously similar enough to me that, you know, I have issues with being in the wrong place. Being on left-hand drive car is actually better for me because I actually struggle with right-hand drive. I always reach on the wrong side of me for the controls, and it doesn't feel right to me being in a right-hand drive car. I mean, I can do it, but it just doesn't compute. The brain doesn't like it. Oh, for fuck's sake. We should really just reload the save here, because did we hit anything? No, like bugger we did. What we fucking hit was the physics engine being silly. I'll get out and prove it to you. Oh, good God, my car. How much fucking damage did this do? We're missing hubcaps and all sorts. Does that still have one on? I'm sure we're missing... Oh, fucking no. I'm sure I saw two loose ones. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. What? I don't think that exhaust connected to anything. We're going to go under the car and investigate. Probably gas ourselves in the process, but... Oh no, it is. Spilt this fucking ketchup again. Ay, ay, ay. This game has a vastly different vibe to what it used to, like in the earlier days. Like, it does just feel different to how it used to. I can't quite describe it, but it just has a different smell about it. You know, that's the only way I can think to word it. Like I said, there's a part of me actually likes the simplicity of the older builds, and I want the snowmen back. I really want those as a thing in the snow biomes. Even if it's just like a rare variant of the snow biome, so you don't see them very often. That would actually be pretty neat, because then you'd never know if they were there or not. It's another fucking Dacia, isn't it? I'm not taking a Dacia. I will keep this car forever if I have to not drive one of those. If we have 4 Plymouth wheels, maybe I'll think about it. Oh no, looks like we don't have enough wheels. Well, there's 3 Plymouth wheels. Yep, only 3 of them, so, you know, there's one up there, one there, and one there. And that's it. Well, I guess we ain't going to be driving that Dacia over here. I would have done it if there had been. I keep my word. You know, it's just probably full of fucking gas and everything. Oh no, it's not. Well, ain't that fortunate. I guess we can't drive it. I seriously never want to drive another one of these. Yeah, this thing's... well, it's got oil in the radiator. Yeah, that can go in my car. You're not keeping that, it's mine. That is mine. I'm sorry, car, but my need's greater than yours. I'm actually driving, you're not. There you go. But I'll be kind, I'll put it back, look. Just might need it on the way home. Yeah, no, I'm driving that piece of shit. Haha, fuck yeah. Mad skills. I'll have a round of applause for that manoeuvre if you don't mind. Shit. We just clipped the mirror. Oh man, look how low this thing is at the back. It's like one of them dogs when they drag their arse across the floor. My dog never used to do that, but I've seen dogs do that. It looks pretty silly. Oh fuck. No! I don't think we're getting a new car this part, lads and ladies. I think we're going to be ending this part on this horse that we've built for ourselves. I mean, it's good because when it inevitably kills us from a collision or exhaust gases or whatever comes fast, you know, at least they don't have to drive another car out here. They just put me in one of them refrigerators, take the back seat out, slide the fridge in here. And there you go, just drive me back to my house and bury me, like, sort of at the back of it. Actually, bury me under the outhouse, like, in case a lady moves in. Yeah. Obviously, I'm just kidding. But I wonder if anyone has ever requested that, though, because that actually does seem like something that somebody would do. When I saw that, I thought it was a wheel for some reason. Okay, we're missing a wheel. I saw something else come off. Something else definitely came off. I don't know what it was. Well, we're missing sun visors. The game's trying to kill my car. Like, it's quite apparent to me that the game is trying to kill my car at this point. Good God, he's a big fella. I don't have a weapon. You do realise that, right? Hold on, we're missing 2 wheels. I don't know where one is. I put the parking brake on, damn it. You saw me checking for that. Well, well, the other fucking parts of the car are. Oh, of course. Do you know how you deal with that? There you go. It's called efficient use of inventory. I'm sure I saw something out that way, but... Man, I don't know. I really don't know. We got fucking crud on our window again. I'm not sure that genie lamp's brought us any good luck. I have to be honest, why did we have a wrench option open there? Okay, well there's our interior now. Did I just hear a rabbit or was that my sinuses? Ah, for fuck's sake. I'm not liking this. I feel like we're being set up or something. I really do. Like something here just does not fucking feel right. I can't place my finger on what it is, but something does not feel right about this. I feel like the game's like bugging out or something. Okay, what's our progress like? Good God, is that all we've done? How is that all we've done? How is that it? We've done 30k. We've only done 30k. I've not been driving slowly, have I? That's weird. There's no way we've only done that. So we have 20k to go and we have about 15 minutes to do it in. It's doable, but with the rate things are going, I don't know. Oh man, car, I really want to say goodbye to you because you have had your time, you know, you're getting buggy. To be honest, there is a thing like that I've observed in this game where I don't think it's an intended behaviour, but sometimes when you have a car a long time, it does actually seem to go buggy. In this case, I did just crash into a rock. It was an unusually large one, and an unusually fucking black looking one. They usually got a brown tint. You can see it when you're in the grass biomes that, you know, the rocks are actually slightly like colour graded for the deserts. Like, you know, they look grey here, but that's because you're seeing them against this colour scheme. Human eye's weird. It's like, well, here's the thing, right? Get like a really brightly coloured piece of paper, like one of the primary colours, like green, like would be a good colour. Human eyes are very sensitive to green, I think. Like, you know, and stare at that with a good strong light source on it. Like, just stare at it for like a minute or something. Don't let your eyes look at anything else, and then look away, and you'll find the world starts to look really, really red or something. You know, it's and it's the same sort of thing going on with the rocks, where they're not as grey as you think they are. I mean, to be clear, they are grey, and there's like a second, even browner version of them, but you know, they're not as bluey grey as you think. There's a little bit less blue content in there than your eyes maybe thinks there is. And when you're in the grass biomes, the super brown ones actually look kind of like, you know, they have more red in than they actually do. It's really weird how your eyes like adjust to these things. I've been staring at UVC bulbs today, so my eyes are probably not very happy with me, but, well, there's nothing we can do about that. Sometimes you just got to use UVC bulbs. Obviously I didn't really stare at them, but I did look into the light source for a few seconds at a time. It's never done me any harm yet. You know, I think for a handful of seconds on such a dinky little fucking bulb, I don't think it's going to do anything. I think if I sat and stared into it for like several minutes, I might start to get some mild effect. And obviously I did it for a long period of time, then yeah, it's probably going to burn the inside of my eyes. I've welded without a welding mask by accident once. It was only for a split second, and I didn't actually get any ill effect from that. I thought I was, you know, I thought, oh god, I'm going to wake up in the night, my eyes like itching like hell or something. But no, I got lucky. I wasn't focusing that hard, I like just adjusted the welder. But, oh, that wasn't loaded. I'm sure that wasn't loaded in. But yeah, I just adjusted my welder for a different thickness of workpiece. And did that rock. I'm not having it any other way, that wasn't loaded in. And so I'd only put it on there, like, you know, to... Well, that's nice how that disappeared. Wait, do these have door pockets? Or does the game think they have door pockets? Because if they do, I never knew that. Because there's no door pocket visible. But that definitely moved with the door, didn't it? Fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. I'm actually getting really fed up of this now. Not the game itself as such, but just the fact this keeps happening to us and I don't even want to be driving this car anymore. Oh great, that's our sponge done. Let's just chuck that more fucking road waste for us. Did anything else fall off? Probably something vital. Probably lost the fucking radiator. I wasn't even going that fast. Did my wheel just break? Seems so. Okay. Nah, there we go, now it centres. It's alright. Potentiometer might have got a bit loose or something. It is old. It's like 20 years old, this wheel. And it was a pretty cheap one, like, in its time, so... Oh, we still got both headlights and everything. We probably lost something. I have 10 minutes. And that's 10 minutes to do what? 10k. Well, we potentially can just barely do it at this speed, but I don't fancy our chances. That was in slow motion, that refrigerator falling. You know, looking back, we maybe should have just took that Plymouth. Okay, I'm opening Plymouths up to the possible cars I will take. I'd rather not, but I'll do that. Basically open to anything but the Dacia at this point, I think. And 2100s. I'm not driving another Dacia. Maybe we'll do one on the way home, but I'm not. Not anytime soon. I won't be driving another one. Unless we find one that happens to be in a situation where I can put 4 Plymouth wheels on it and see if it's unstable on them or not. Now, if I crash and lose parts at this speed, I'm just going to walk. You know, at that point, I know the world wants me out this car, and I know it does anyway. It's just I don't have any other options, game. Do you see buildings out there? No, there's birds. Cars don't spawn at birds. Do you see any cars around here? Gee, no, I only see this 12102 and we're driving it. So, you know, what are we going to do? I do think these spawn rates need to be just a little bit higher. I think they've been lowered too far. Well, it would be nice to just have it adjustable. I guess then you'd please everyone. I mean, I'd be alright with that. You know, I think it should still decrease the farther out you go, but... You know, what you'd be doing is... It'd just be an offset, like, to whatever you were, you know... There'll be some numerical value that determines it. So, say you had a scale from 0 to 100, determining these things behind the scenes, and that number's getting lower the farther out we go. Well then, if I turn the slider up, like, by 10, it just adds 10 to whatever the number currently is. And if, like, I turn it down by 10, it just subtracts that. And then potentially, I guess you could get it where you just never have anything spawn at all, or else it'd be like, you know, so fucking rare. I'm doing third person because I'm looking for buildings that might have vehicles. The game just does not want to give us them. For fuck's sake, we're bottoming out. I don't like bottoming out, because that's when the car goes nuts. We've gained weight, the car's too heavy. It's another reason I'm not really, like, wanting to put more fuel in, because it does add to the weight. Could pee, that would lose us some weight. It does affect the player weight. Is that a building? It's just one of them fucking long, thin gas stations, the ones that don't have a building. Not very much point in going to that. Yeah, those tend to only spawn bikes. I'm not interested in that. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to accept it at this point that we're just not going to get another vehicle in this part. That's not a road boat. If that's a road boat, I guess maybe we're getting a UFO. This looks like a sky road. I didn't realise we were playing sky roads. Maybe I might actually be serious here. Oh, you're a road boat. Oh god, no, it had to be the one time it wasn't. I want royalties on the word land shark. I've never heard anyone use that until I used it years ago. Some people here might remember that. Someone must have used it before. Guess what? It's another fucking Dacia! We haven't been out a distance, we've got 5k to go in the next 5 minutes, and I'm not stopping because it's a fucking Dacia. Why should I stop? We don't drive those. Okay, if the next car's a Dacia, I'll take it. Alright? Are you happy now? Is that what you want? Fine, we'll do it. Okay? So that's what you're going to do now. Spawn me a fucking Dacia at the next building, and then we'll just drive that, and everything will be fucking happy and wonderful. And we can all live in a fucking commune of joy and wonderfulness, and everything's just going to be all the bards singing, and who can sing music and rejoice. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Grow apple trees and honey bees and something peas. Mushy peas, I'm sure those were it. I don't know. Who fucking knows? It was only to sell bottles of fucking cola anyway. Which is pretty funny, you know, it's a fucking hippy dippy song and it's been used by one of the most fucking capitalistic companies on the planet. And I bet the hippies still listen to it. Hippies are stupid. Obviously I don't think they are. Hippies are just people. What? So some of them will be stupid because people generally are stupid, but not all of them. There again, if they're not stupid, why did they become hippies? So yeah, obviously I'm only joking, but yeah, some of them would be stupid because, like I said, they're people. And a lot of people are stupid, so statistically, if hippies are people, then a lot of hippies must have been stupid. Suddenly we're progressing alright. I think my car is not liking the threat of Dacias replacing it. But I mean, that's history repeating itself, and it's funny how that ends. We replaced our green 2101 with a fucking Dacia, so I guess we're going to replace the 2102 with a Dacia. If that's a building, I'm stopping. It's probably only a bus stop, but hey, you know, it's a fucking building, right? Yeah, there you go. Everything went horrible in this part, so I'm quitting while I'm ahead. That's a radio tower. Could stop there. Stop there just because I hate these fucking bus stops. It's stupid. I should be stopping at them bunkers really because I need a new weapon. Carl, maybe you can finally retire. I've lowered my standards now. This is like when I, I figured, you know what? Sure, I'll bang the fat chicks, why not? Obviously not really, because obviously I always thought they was alright anyway. As I've said before, I'm quite happy with fat, skinny and everything in between. If it looks good, it looks good, you know. Wow, this is slow. Now, this doesn't cause us problems when we load the gun back up. I'm sure I heard radio hiss then. What's there a P on it? I don't save now! Something really bad might be about to happen. Can you imagine if it made it explode? Used up like half of my piss. Piss down the hill. Pissing on the rocks. That didn't go as far as I wanted. They put way too much time into the mechanics of that in Personal 2. Like, it does flow down hills and stuff in that game and then pulls up at the bottom. It's quite satisfying when you do that though. You take a really fucking long one. Like, you know, you're outside and, you know, you just have to do it like in the street or whatever. And you're actually on a hill or something, you know, there's just a slight slant. And it makes it like a real long way. I remember taking a leak at the seaside once against this wall, and there was like this pathway above where the sea is, and it went all the way across that, like must have been about 20 foot down the wall, the 20 foot across the pathway level below, and then down that wall and into the sand. 30-55, well, we did our target distance, but just fucking barely. Wow, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Gee, that was really pretty bad, Rick. Bad for society when the kids start to get into it. Anyway, I'm High Treason, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in a non-too-distant future, probably. Oh, God. We're going to drive a Dacia, aren't we? I just know that's how it's going to work out. Piece of shit.